not necessarily down when they aren't. I mean, granted, of course I want them to, but I just see. And so you have to, it's a revealing time, right? So like change the calendar, think about that. Even like April Fool's is really like the first of the year. I mean, when the first new moon comes, when it is, but it's like, we should be under 13 months with 28-day cycles, like just like a woman's cycle. So like it messes everything up, even just along that space when we're not living on a correct timeline, right? From your brain, your body over, and it just goes deeper than wanting to control you. Over, and it just goes deeper than wanting to control you. You know what I mean? Of like putting us in a 15-minute city. It's like they destroy us, yes. And it's and it works so well. Be able to withstand, like I bet Satan's like, damn it. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what we do, they just keep coming back. Affected, but it's like we need to just remember that. Remember, you know, it's like I don't think the church teaches us, or people, I don't want to say, but anyone, like in the manner that they should. The church has been corrupted, and so, you know, the reality that we live in is not being, that's not talked about like it should be or like it could be. And that's more dangerous, because when you don't see that, you'll fall into the traps of the evil one and our adversary, and you'll want to conform to this world. But it's like, once you see things like this, it's like, I don't want to conform to this place. This place is so wicked. You know what I mean? I would rather be the odd one out and being like calling in, oh my gosh, that house is on fire. Why are you guys walking into it? Like, you're literally walking into it because they told you that it's just like a sauna and you believe in them and you're going to burn in there. I mean, seriously, it's like, holy crap. So I feel like that's why I feel like that's the whistle I'm supposed to be. That so I can, you know, help others see it, you know, because it's like, and when you have God, like, it's not as scary. Like, I used to think I was more kind of scared of it, like it was terrifying, but I'm terrified not to be near God and not to be in his presence. That's what terrifies me. To fear with you. I mean, sure, you can do things and you're going to try and give me hell while I'm here, but like, I don't fear you. I don't fear man. I fear not having God in my corner and not having him guide me, because as long as he does, oh my gosh, I can trust him. Like, even if I come up to a place where I'm like, it's like a cliff and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do, because like something, you could be just something had happened in your life, and you can be concerned about it. And it's like he tells us not to worry, because tomorrow will worry about itself, right? Like to just deal with today. And I think as long as we kind of do that, these are tidbits of information that he has given us to help us through this journey. And I don't feel like we've taken it seriously enough. Like even praying for your food, I didn't really understand why we did that. I just thought we were like, thank you for it, you know what I mean? That's so great. No, there's other reasons, because like there's shit in there you don't want to, so I'm like, please bless this, like please make whatever is toxic nourishing, because I know like there's and when we're so powerful that we, like, our words are like, we can cast spells with them, right? And so it's like we're not as mindful about that kind of stuff, and so we'll even like put stuff upon ourselves. I'm an idiot, I'm stupid, this and that, right? And then it's like you're giving that to yourself when you should not do that. I mean, I don't know. That's why this is a powerful place, and it can either destroy you or lift you up. And it's supposed to, like, we're supposed to be lifted up out of this and not let it, consume us. And it makes me sad to see people being consumed by the fire of this place, by Satan and his, and all of his little biatches.
And looking past the lies, because, Trump came out and said, I'm going to end this stupid daylight savings time.
We already voted to end it, and it's still there.
Yeah, it's still there. So again, what they say they're going to do, look at the fruits of the tree.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Where's that coming from?
And then let that be your guide. Don't just push it away and go, well, he had to, it's the time. Blah, blah, blah. No, pay attention, take that in, and make sure you use it, because then it will help direct you and go, can you trust them? Then you don't fall into the trap of blindly trusting man. Never blindly trust man. Blindly trust our Heavenly Father.
Plus, they fall into the fear that you so elegantly exposed.
Right.
It's the fact that the fear of admitting you're wrong.
Yes.
People don't like to
no
do
one wants
that.
to do that.
The fear of the repercussions of,
Yes.
if I give up on Trump, that means I'm a Democrat.
Right. You have to.
Where do I go then?
Right.
I'm not moored to anything.
Right.
I don't have anything I can believe in. Well, believe in yourself. Believe in God.
Yes.
Believe that you got the power of the Spirit to do that, because and there is in a way. People are. If you look at a lot of the comments now in a lot of the blogs or whatnot, people are going there. I didn't vote for this.
Right.
I don't even know who this guy is. It just doesn't make any sense at what's going on. So anyway, I did this. Let me get back to this because it was April Fool's, and I said, well, this could be better. So I came up with this little comment here. And it's like, I would not be surprised in the least if the powers that should not be were having a good laugh when they thought up this ruse. I can hear them now. Hey, how about we send out a rumor that I'm going to fire Pam? Are you serious, boss? Yes, Pam. We'll say it's about the Epstein release, or the lack thereof. And we'll do it on April 1st. Ha! Good one, JD. April's Fool Day, perfect. The fools probably won't even catch on. That's true. Very true, boss. Boss? Yes, little Rubio. Who shall we say will replace Pam? How about you, Lee? Who, me, boss? Yeah, you're safe enough. You know how to play the fools. After all, you only need a little more time before Peter Thiel, puts Palantir in play. Yeah. And after that, we'll have those fools drinking their own pee by then. Okay, let's do it. Which one of the networks should we order to put this out? Fox? Nah. Call up CNN. That way the idiots won't know what to believe. You always know how to play them, boss. It's, that's always my first thought is like on
Serious.
This. It's like, how stupid can you be? Because what is he going to put in another, what? To give us hope that before this midterms, we're going to see some, arrests? No, they're going to come out and say, well, there's a lot to do. I need to pick up on and just walked in on this. I have to see
Right.
what's
Yeah. I
going
got to
on.
really review it.
Yeah, I got to review
You know?
it. Can't be, I don't know. And we're like, I mean, again, you've heard me say, Barney Fife could have arrested several hundred people by now and had him convicted and punished.
100%. Well, but don't forget, many of them are already taken and they have their clones in place.
Yeah, they're in Gitmo.
And they've been hung or arrested. They're in Gitmo.
Yeah.
So this isn't real. Like it's already, many of them are already handled, like Hillary.
God.
What was I was going to say a couple of things. One was, the funny thing is that urine is actually a very healing liquid, right? That they want to. So even when you're saying they should drink their urine, maybe if we started doing that, people would be healthier.
Here's another headline. This is a good one.
But the moon shit, like all that, we're going to the moon. So I wonder if we're going to have
now
a phone
Trump's
call.
Thinking of firing Tulsi Gabbard.
Okay, well, that's what he does. He comes in and he lets you, he needs you, he uses you while he needs you, and then he gets rid of you.
The only person that actually came out and said Iran was no threat. All of the intelligence agencies that I'm the head of said there's no possible way that Iran could go ahead and put a nuclear bomb together anytime soon. She came out, testified before Congress and said that. And then, of course, when Donald Trump came out, said, well, I got my own intelligence. His own intelligence. I got to show you this cartoon. You're going to like this. You're going to like this here. So all the good people that were with Trump are now gone or on the way out. And he's putting in all these deep state shills,
right?
People that we wouldn't want. But I thought this was very good. Yeah. It's quite apropos.
Right.
Because the man keeps on saying things. I mean, how many lines is he drawn in the sand on this Iran thing? I'm giving him 3 days or we're going to release. 5 days. I'm going to give him 10 days. All right, they got 3 days. 3 more days. 2
weeks to flatten the curve.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what this is.
It's just a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah.
But we're so gullible to people are, you know what I mean? They think like if you don't see it on the news, it's not true. So like all that kind of stuff, they're just like, oh my gosh, but they want to believe it as well. That's the problem is people want, and of course I want to believe things are different, but I can't when I know reality and I can't like let all that stuff slide. I have to bring that in and let that also like shape how I view things. Right. And I feel like people just, they cannot reconcile with these gravity of all of this. It's very difficult because it really is. I mean, especially when you want to hold on to something, it's like how you you wanted life to be, but it's like, this is better than it could have been, even though it's like I'm saying, it's your perspective and how you view it. But like, it's more interesting to me because I'm like, oh my gosh, like life is like really interesting. I mean, like and obviously, but like just seeing it for what it is, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like every day there's something new where I'm like, oh my gosh, that is, yeah, I get it. I get why this is, taking place or, I don't know, but it's like the only way we can change it isn't to elect somebody. You know what I mean? Isn't to keep paying your taxes, isn't to just keep going to your job and making sure that this and that, you know what I mean? Like it's totally redoing the way that we view life and its purpose. Because like, if people could really see why they want you working that 9-to-5 job, I mean, yeah. I didn't get to finish watching that. I apologize.
No, this is a very short version of it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
But I just meant like, so I was not in the space to, like, we had.
Well, he repeats himself.
Yeah, this is.
You keep watching the same thing happen again and again, less capable people rising, while the ones who truly understand are left behind. It feels unfair. But the truth is, it's not an accident.
Right.
It's a system. Power doesn't reward intelligence. It rewards certainty. The loudest voice, the one that sounds the most confident, almost always wins. And that's the trap, because those who know less rarely see complexity. They speak in absolutes without hesitation. Meanwhile, the intelligent ones pause. They question. They think. And in a world addicted to confidence, that reflection is mistaken for weakness. But it goes deeper than that. Systems are built to protect themselves. Those at the top don't want to be challenged. They want to feel secure. So they promote obedience over intelligence.
Yes.
The one who questions is labeled difficult. The one who agrees without thinking is called leadership, material. And slowly something dangerous happens. Leaders surround themselves with weaker minds, and those minds do the same. Competence fades. Mediocrity spreads. And no one notices because chaos takes over. Everything becomes urgent, and in that noise, failure hides. Then comes ethics. The intelligent hesitate because they see consequences, but the incompetent move fast. They manipulate, take credit, and shift blame without guilt. And in competitive environments, that gives them the advantage. So no, it's not random. The system quietly rewards the wrong traits. And until you see it, you'll keep asking the same question. Why do the wrong people always end up in charge?
Yes. Seriously, it's so true. Until we stop, like, that's the only way, is to really, like, let your eyes be opened. You know what I mean? Don't resist it. I feel like people want to resist it because it's like, it seems like it's going to be more difficult because you don't know where to go from there. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you're like, okay, this is the path I do. You're just like, but that's why for me, I just trust God, and I know that he will show me what he wants me to see and help me through that. And that's what's so amazing about it. But it's like, everything makes sense when you accept it, because it'll never make sense to you why these people are doing this. How can they do that? How can they, sit here and say that this is for a betterment when it's actually doing the complete opposite? It's like, once you fully can let that settle in, then you can, the ways forward will come. But it's like, you don't just have to know, but it's like, just walk out of that prison cell and into the light, because it is so worth it to just turn away from something that is built to destroy you, because this system feeds off of our obedience, and for us to comply, because if we don't, like, that's why they have to herd the people. You know what I mean? Keep them in just like, like on a hamster wheel. And once you see that they're doing that, you can go, okay, I'm not going to participate in that. And that means doing a lot of things that you may have liked to do, but not doing them anymore, because you understand what it's doing. I mean, even like, watching films, I would say I don't like to they want them to be as entertainment, but I look at them as a tool of education. What are they trying to tell us in that? Because you'll all have seen things like that I saw a long time ago, and it just seemed like, benign movie, whatever. And then when you have different eyes that you're looking through, all of a sudden you're like, whoa, that is not what that movie was about when I watched it. What the hell is going on? And so you can start to, but like, I want more and more of that. I want to see more of it, because I'm like, it makes more sense to me understanding life in this way, that it is inverted. And so I have to look at everything in that manner. And when I do, it's like, Pepe, don't do that. Then he was humping my dog's face. That was so gross. He's whatever.
Well, it's California.
Boys.
We expect that of your pets.
I know. And they're both males with their balls, so whatever. They're just playing into the
Even better.
whatever. Girls do it too. The girls hump. Girls will hump. It's a dominance thing. It's
Oh, please.
anyway.
Stop.
It is. I mean, that's what they're doing. He's being dominant anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it's a really, I would rather see the truth because I'm not confused. Right. And I feel like there's a lot of confusion because you're like kind of half in and half out of seeing when the veil is being lifted for people. And it's like, you know, just dive all in, like allow yourself to go places that you never thought you would, like to perhaps think, okay, is this possible? Because I also remember, you know, like thinking about aliens, and I look at them in a different way because I know that this is a spiritual, like we're enmeshed with the spirit and the spirit world. And so there's, you know, other dimensions and things like that. But, you know, I'm like, I just didn't think there were any aliens, like just that there was none of what they were saying, when in fact it's a different version of what they're saying. It's different beings and they are capable of doing these different things, whatever. But in my saying that was like, there were no aliens, that nothing was even in its place, was taking away from what the reality was. Like there really is. And I feel like I keep God in a box when I'm like, that's not possible, because anything is really possible. Like this is that's one thing that, you know, you could really do pretty much anything that you want. Like if you know, have a different mind, they don't want us to be free thinkers. They want us to just, you know, again, conform to the way that society is so that they can keep everybody in a group think, you know, so that they don't want to branch out and realize that they're being held captive in this prison. Like you don't even need a 15-minute city. They've already imprisoned everybody with invisible walls, you know, making them think that they have to conform, and that it's better to conform to this way of life, and than being set apart and different, than not allowed. And that's what, again, I keep saying, and I feel like it's because, you know, it went from no peer pressure to everything is peer pressure. Like if you don't do it, then you're, you know, this horrible person or whatever. And it's like, I would always rather be different and not like, and seeing things and not just like buying into that like propaganda that they spew, and like going and thanking your captor. Like, thank you so much for destroying everything. It's so great.
It goes back to, basically the Matrix, the red pill moment.
Yes.
You know,
yes, and everyone's taking the
pill. You cannot go back,
right?
Because you see things the way they are, as opposed to the illusion that the blue pill gives you.
Yes.
The frustration, of course, comes in the fact that, well, the truth is a two-sided sword. I mean, it sets you free at the same time it cuts you deep.
Yes.
You know, you know that there's a danger there, but you don't think about the danger because, well, you're aware of it, but you don't let it rule you, which is
right,
because it's the fear thing. The fear is how the demon himself rules over all of us. But to know that there's no escape from this world is what drives you, in this sense that, and that's why God says he will the people he disdains the most are the ones who are apathetic, who don't do anything,
right?
Who just
sit,
you know, he spits them out. God will actually respect the devil who fights more than the people that
because he's not lukewarm. All these people are lukewarm, living in, and because they don't want to rock the boat. No, we're supposed to. You need to rock the boat. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, quit being afraid of doing that. That you should be more afraid of not doing it than doing that itself. And it's like, because we've been conditioned in this way that, like, if you do that, you know, it's the wrong thing. And again, so for me, my gauge is that everything is inverted. And so that's how I can go, oh, okay, I can see totally what they're doing. Like, this is why. But, like, quit giving these, you know, it's like everyone gives up their power to someone else, like Trump, or someone that they think is going to come in here and save the day. And it's like, quit wasting your time on that. They want us to be busy thinking, who's going to be the next leader and who are we going to vote in, instead of going, okay, I am going to be the change want to see. I'm going to step in to that position of going like, how am I going to shape my community? And have somebody else represent me. And then, you know, when they don't make the right decisions, then no, we need to take responsibility of the way the world is. It's because of us. And they've done such a great job at, you know, manipulating it. And, you know, you can either, you know, keep going all in. I don't think I'm powerful enough to change it. Like, that's the thing. I feel like people are you know, you just have to look deep down and understand that, and that's why they want to keep us in this place. And to, it sucks that this is Satan's playground, but they come that way because of the choices of man, right? Like, and take that choice away, and then you don't have free will. To the destruction of the world that was so perfect, that could have been. I want to save the planet. Like, they're literally doing so many destructive things to it that they wouldn't look at things that are, we can't, constricting in. And it's like doing help the planet is destructive to it. You know, quit spending our money on that. Like, how about we spend money to stop people to do that, to clean it out? Bullshit. The earth is a filtration. You're making it toxic.
Even, you know, Junior had made this nonsensical statement is, you know, well, we need to put these chemicals, these, you know, pesticides on our food that are killing us in order to save us. In order, right?
I know. See, that's what it's, you're like.
In order to have food
what?
to eat. So
what?
you put the poison on the food in order for us to have food to eat. So we basically say, you know.
Yeah.
And I paraphrased it, but it was there. And
pretty much that, yeah.
And they're having a protest in the 27th of March in Washington, D.C., because at the same time, and here's some, again, the just, you know, the day that they came out and said that Donald Trump signs an executive order, we still got to keep it in because it's a national security. Well, so poisoning the people.
That's what you guys are doing.
We have, and the lady was here, she's in Kentucky, like a half dozen states. In Kentucky, where she is, the entire Republican legislature there to the pesticide companies.
Just like the vaccine companies, right?
Right. So the entire with a bill to try to hold them accountable. One of the most despicable Democrats is Cory Booker. Pesticide companies accountable for the damage they cause. And yet it's the entire Republican, right? So, I mean,
that
you know who J.P. Sears is?
Yes.
Yeah. Gotta stop counting on these.
Yes, for real. Like, seriously.
Things have ramped up against us citizens. And I think what COVID taught us is we get really strong. COVID taught us is we get really strong when we stay principled to truth, when we don't bend down and Look, there's infighting in the Conservative Party going through strength training. We thought we went through strength. Be stronger. And I think we're going through that now. So at a 50,000.
I was the new COVID, which we know came out of documents. They set Trump up. Years, Operation Lockstep, Bill Gates, they bring it out to kill the recovery. He buys into it, kind of backs out of it. But you're seeing a larger
yeah, and you know what we're learning. We need to really learn it again. We can't elect our way out.
Someone's coming to save you.
Right. Going up to the 2024 election, the biggest thing I said is my fear is that people will have some that they'll get weak and they'll get lazy, believing he's the solution to our problem.
The problem's handled.
Yeah. You know, but if cells in the body of humanity, us as individuals, we have to become stronger people in mind and in body. And
talk about that. I mean, it means non-compliance, but also building on tyranny. There's so many ways to do it.
Yeah, you control the narrative through your thinking, using your brain. You can't not do that. So you have to have a strong mind. You have to be yourself and your family. That's easy to say, and that's harder to do, but we have to work towards that. Individuals, because remember,
that's right. Each family should be an autonomous, independent fortress that then works with other groups that have similar views as a cellular group connecting to others.
Correct. Cool. You're all liver cells. That matters, but also integrated into your community. But trying to elect our way out of this, that's like if you have a disease and you start screaming for external help. No, that's not really going to work that way. Your cells have to get right. We with ourselves, because again, this is really proven. JD Vance wins. Cool. The
left knows this. You have to think global, act local. It's all about grassroots.
Want to win. Hopefully that happens. That's probably a help, but we can't.
So as I was playing that, liar and con man.
Who? JP?
JP. That's some of the comments here.
I not agree that we should. So they think that we get yourself out of this, that the next Trump is going to come, or hey, why don't you guys just vote for Newsom? He'll get us out of it. Totally. He's going to be a fantastic president. It's going to be good. I mean, because we can elect our way out of this. Don't look internally. It has nothing to do with who you are. I mean, that would be stupid to look at yourself and reflect.
Favorite. This one was one. How is AG still on? Think logically. He's sister. He's being attacked, as he's getting the name of InfoWars taken away, as he's been, fined $1.5 billion, right? That's all you've been attacked as they're going after, O'Keefe, pointing out the election fraud out there in California, right? As we're pointing out, refusing to see what's in front of them.
because they, again, don't want to self-reflect. That's why people don't like being told to look at yourself and see what you're not doing, that you could be doing, that you should be changing, because it's too much for them. They would rather blame somebody else, really. I mean, how about you self-reflect and see what you're doing that is perpetuating? But it's like, you know, don't look at yourself, because that would be so bad. Know that there is no, because they want to elect their way out of it. They want to believe that this is so perfect and it works great. That's why Trump is doing what he's doing, and that's fraud. They're eventually going to fix it for us. All
Look
while
what
they're
happened
destroying
to
it.
the SAVE Act. 84% of the people across the board said, yeah, let's paper ballots, same day, show your ID, have it counted in public, you get the answer. And get it. I mean, that right there. Of the people want to pass a, wouldn't want this. 98% of the people want to pass a no immunity for pesticide companies.
Right.
Right. And yet the gave them immunity. So, you know, who's the 2% that would vote to give immunity to pesticide, must work for the pesticide companies? Or who are these so-called representatives actually representing?
Right.
You know, it's just, and then of course there's another thing came up about, because this is the best or the worst government money can buy. You're aware of the NBA player that was booted out because let me go ahead. Because definitely, obviously, would like to get your opinion on this. Yeah, but yeah, this NBA player.
Let me know.
Let me give you the exact story here.
That's that next hurdle. Change yourself, the world around you isn't going to change, and your unwillingness to do that, just that, is detrimental to the world around you. And it's unfortunate. It's like a selfishness too. It's weird. Like, no, I'd rather look at other people. It's like you're being a hypocrite. Like, I mean, even God says, like, don't look at the plank and what is it? I mean, it's like where we're at. Nobody wants to do that. I love it because I like to, you know, like make myself better and change things that are, you know, that aren't good.
Maybe our star acts over
What?
Christian beliefs speaks out on mental health struggles. Yeah. It's a whole, I mean, this really splashed all over the news. This
That's
is
interesting.
everywhere, right? Right. You probably,
Weird.
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's not.
Garden Ivory raved by bulls after religious anti-gay Instagram.
It's
I mean,
like
it came out and
because,
says, look, I don't hate them. It's just
Right.
that my Christian beliefs don't condone it.
right,
That's all he said.
right. But it's like you can't even say that. You can't even say that it is against, you know, like that it's not something that we should be engaging in. That's also something that people buy into as well. And it's like,
Yeah. And the sad part of this, not one of his
Teammates or
co-players, other players came out and
defended
Well, I
him.
go along with what he said. They all shut their mouths, which goes back to the NPCs, the fear factor of the, why
Yes.
the few speak out. Like
Yes.
the path to heaven is narrow, and you got all these
Yes.
NPCs that are going to go to
That's
hell
right.
because they ain't got the balls to speak out and even just back them up. They're doing it in private. They do it, like,
Sure.
sly different ways to give, their support to him. But they didn't. The whole team should have come out and said,
Yes.
wait a second. Even though I don't agree with them, he's got the right to say that
Yeah.
and keep his
But it's
job.
as if they're just like, oh my gosh, did he just say that? Like,
Yeah.
did he just be?
Yeah.
And it's like, why? So you have to agree with everything that goes on. Like, that's the thing. Not all these people that want you to conform don't conform to what you think, like the reality of things or whatever. And who's to determine like that you just have to believe that that's good?
That goes
You know what I
back to
mean?
that other the gay guy at CPAC. Did you catch that one?
No.
Yeah. The guy that started the Walkaway movement. Let me
Okay.
say this. You're going to enjoy this
Yeah.
because this goes right to the heart of what we're talking about again, right? Yeah, good. Some roll, right? CPAC speech. Where's this guy? Yeah, this was the best speech at CPAC. They're hiding it. I can't find it, right?
I loved when they were doing those Epstein files at CPAC. That was great. All those Republicans were tossing them back. They're like, we're not going to look at this. This is your propaganda. Nope, that's just in the file. That's cool.
Is walk away. Oh, I wish I could remember the guy's name. Yeah, here it is. Good. Brandon Straka. CPAC speech. Yeah, wait till you hear this. This is right on point about what we were talking about.
Yeah.
About, how, people having to come to grips. Yeah, wait till you listen to this. This is fantastic. This is bring that up. Come on now.
What's your computer having a delay?
Oh, my computer! My computer is actually starting to go wonky on me. It's over the past couple of weeks. Especially, it's getting more and more now. I'll be watching it, and I'll be on it, and all of a sudden it
Right.
goes out, and it restarts again. I'm going, well, this ain't good. So I figured, well, it's got to be. I assume another expense I have to put up with
Yeah,
everything
right.
else
I
that's
know.
going on, right? So, okay.
How much is your gas out there?
Well, I have to find that out today because you see, I had that accident with my truck,
Right.
So I get rid of that was gas. So I wound up buying the diesel.
Right. That's
So
right.
I'm really screwed.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I
remember that kept fluctuating. It always was more than gasoline, but then there was a time where it was way less, which was interesting. But now it's like almost like $1 more than
well, more
regular fuel.
So I've been because getting ready for things. I went ahead and I always stock up. I had like 60 gallons of gas.
Oh, wow.
5-gallon cans.
Smart.
So now I have this. Usually, I can't use the gas right now, so I sold off the gas to for half the price of it's going for. And why can't I find?
I thought you found it.
Well, it's up, but I can't see it.
Oh.
I mean, every time I hit a thing, it's like, well, okay, where is this damn speech? You know, they're giving me the transcripts of it, but I can't get the damn speech. It's like, I can understand why they hide it when they're going to hear it. So anyway, I sold the gas to somebody, but he's got all the gas cans because I wanted the gas cans so I could fill it up with diesel. So I would have that, you know.
But what is it, like $5?
I'm sure it's
$4?
probably up to that now. The last time I went, it was $4, and that was before the Iran war. So,
Right. Oh yeah, now it's at least more. Because I mean, just to fill up is like $20 more so far. Like, it's going to go up more, and I just keep seeing it going up. But here, like some places, it'll be like almost $8, or over $8. Like it's probably going to be $10 some places. It's just. And yet we have all this oil here, and they're like, Newsom's like, we're going to have to put all these regulations in. So then like Chevron leaves, and can't remember who else, but it's like, you just make it impossible. Like, they're so stupid. That's what's funny is like people just, it's like they're literally idiots running this, but like that clip you were showing. Like, it's a bunch of morons. Like, it's not the intelligent people that you would be like, yeah, they should be up there. It's like, no, we need a puppet, somebody who's going to be easily persuaded and pushed around, like, and just follow and conform and do all the stupid shit that we need them to do. Like, pretend to save the planet. So at least if they're doing busy work, you know what I mean? That's the thing. It like creates all these jobs. Like, they're so we need this to do this, and it doesn't really do it, but you're just creating a job for somebody to sit there and, you know, pretend to hold people accountable. Yeah, this is for accountability. We're going to bring forward this so, like, you know, people think that we're holding each other accountable, when in reality it's a bunch of nonsense. Just pretty funny. But yeah, like, don't reflect on yourself, and let's keep electing people and see who's going to be the next one. I mean, I for sure thought Biden would be the way out. You know what I mean? I thought it was like, he is intelligent. I mean, you could listen to him speak all day long. It was like Bush. I remember listening to Bush and being like, what is he saying? Like, listen to the way they talk. Like, Trump's just a good talker. You know what I mean? He can bullshit you.
He was. He's not anymore.
Right. That's true.
I mean, it was actually, I mean, he was, well, you know, if I had a nickel for every time I heard Trump says what I think,
right. You said
I'd be as rich as him, right?
Right.
But, and indeed, he'd tell the stories, and he'd seem to go off cuff and everything. But now that he's been exposed for the charlatan that he is, I can't stand to listen to him. Because here we are in very serious times, and he sounds like a dumb 6-year-old.
Right.
He just says stupid little sentences and then he'll go off on tangents, and he thinks he's cute, like, you know, and like, you don't mind if I get off the teleprompter, huh? It's so dumb. And he does that like a dozen times after about the 12th time you go, shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut up. You know, anyway, I finally found the speech.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you, CPAC. It's always good to be here with people who still believe in this country, even when it is not easy. Because let's be honest, this is not an easy moment for our movement. There's energy, there's passion, there's momentum, but there's also something else. There's frustration, there's division, and there's a growing sense that something doesn't feel right, that the right is not all right. And if we don't address that honestly, we're doomed. I have become, for many people, a symbol of changing one's mind, for standing up for one's principles against tyrannical mobs of ideologues, and for fighting for the truth. I am the former liberal who walked away from the Democratic Party and created the first and most successful national movement National movement of former liberals walking away from the anti-American left. To date, over 1 million people have joined Walkaway, and over 100,000 people have shared their Walkaway testimonials with us. I walked away back in 2017 for many reasons, but the bottom line is that existing on the left became intolerable. Asking questions became forbidden, and in fact often met with anger, contempt, and vicious backlash. Expressing support for somebody the left deemed to be canceled was a one-way ticket to getting canceled yourself. And daring to express an opinion outside the approved narrative and belief system would ensure that my former side would label me a racist, a bigot, or some sort of morally bankrupt submissive to the cause. When I came over to the right back in 2018, I was exhilarated. After years of feeling suffocated, stifled, and oftentimes bullied by my fellow liberals, I felt that I had finally found the promised land on the right, a place where I could tell the truth, express my opinions openly, and disagree with others without being disagreeable. Where a difference of opinion didn't turn into an attack on someone's character or their right to exist within the movement. What a refreshing change after being pushed out of a movement, overtaken by mob rule of mindless apparatchiks who would gladly destroy anybody who questions the status quo. That's how I felt from 2017 through 2020. But the truth is, I don't feel that way anymore. In the past year, a great divide has taken place in the MAGA movement. The movement has been split. This divide is ideological, it's tribal, it's fanatical, it's doctrinal, it's irrationally emotional, it's generational, and in fact, if you're getting most of your news from Fox News or Facebook, there's a good chance you probably don't even know what I'm talking about right now. But perhaps most distressing of all, it's personal. Every day now, I watch as friends and former friends, colleagues, allies, and followers of mine participate in savage character assassinations of people who 1 year ago, they considered heroes to our movement. But even worse, there's now a demand that everyone must participate, that if we're truly moral, truly good, and true patriots, we must take a side in this divide. 5 years ago, the FBI raided my home, put me in handcuffs, and charged me with multiple felonies based on 100% false claims against me related to being outside of the Capitol on January 6th. On that day, my life became a brutal nightmare, and that nightmare went on for 4 years. During that time, at least half of the conservative movement turned their backs on me. I watched as the very same people who clamored to be in my spotlight suddenly didn't know who I was anymore. And despite the fact that I was completely innocent, many Republican elected officials would no longer meet with me or take my calls. Many TV shows would no longer have me on. And suffice it to say, it was a challenge to find high-profile people within our movement willing to support me and stick their necks out for me. Now, to be clear, many people did stand up for me. Noble and honorable people, people with integrity, decency, and good character. And when I look back on that time, when I desperately needed friends, allies, and support, the two men of highest stature within the movement who did not close their doors on me, who had me on their shows and gave me a platform and a voice when I needed it the most, were Mark Levin and Tucker Carlson. And now I'm being told I must choose between these two men. I'm either Team Mark, which according to one group would make me a warmongering neocon and a shill for Israel, or I'm Team Tucker, which according to another group would make me a rabid, Jew-hating anti-Semite, cried all the people with their torches and pitchforks. None of these assertions are true. And the truth still needs to matter more than slandering people's characters to win political arguments. When I was going through my hell, only two members, elected members of Congress, took my phone calls. Two. That was Lauren Boebert and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie was one of the only elected members of Congress to visit J6ers in prison. She was the only member of Congress to sponsor the Matthew Lawrence Perna bill, named after one of the J6ers who committed suicide due to the brutality he endured at the hands of the United States government. And a few years ago, she came to the walkaway booth at CPAC and held my hands and prayed with me while the media took pictures of us and mocked us. And now a directive has gone out that Marjorie Taylor Greene is a traitor. And if you want to be a part of the in crowd, it is mandatory that you must hate her too. If I were to ask, probably at least half the people in this room would say that they didn't like her anymore. And if I were to ask why, I bet the majority wouldn't even know themselves. When did we become the left? When did we become hive-minded, mean, and tribal? When did we decide that not only must we cancel those we disagree with, but we must control the people around us with intimidation, demanding that they think the way we think and join the cancel mob too, or be branded themselves? And when did we allow some of the most toxic, nasty, and vicious people on the planet to become the spokespeople for MAGA and the arbiters of purity tests, deciding who is and isn't worthy enough to continue to call themselves MAGA? But perhaps, most importantly, when did we decide that it was off limits to question our own government or the government of any other country? Let me tell you something. If you call yourself a patriot, but you believe that it is your obligation to only praise and only worship your president, then you must not be a patriot of this country. Because leader worship is how citizens behave in nations that aren't free. You can love your president, and you should. But it is your duty and your obligation as a free citizen of the United States of America to challenge and question your government every day, regardless of who the president of the United States is. To demand action, answers, and transparency. In fact, the most unpatriotic thing you can ever do is go with the flow and give your unquestioning loyalty to the government and demand that others around you do the same. So no, I will not be choosing between Mark Levin and Tucker Carlson. I love them both. And both of them have political ideas that I strongly disagree with. And both of them have controversial beliefs that I support. And regardless of both of those things, they are both good and decent men. And just as I walked away from a movement that tried to demand my submission, conformity, and silence, nobody on the right is ever going to tell me what I have to think or believe or who I'm allowed to be friends with. I would rather walk away.
Yeah, so you got it. All right. So
Yeah,
what he says there is truth. Because you're going to like this one, right? One of the. We see through you, badass Uncle Sam. You are fake and gay. I mean, you know.
You're not. I know.
Can't make this shit up, right?
You're not even a human being. Actually,
Yeah, it's got to be a bot.
just a clone.
I don't know who the hell it is. Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny. What is so bad about people just don't. They want to be like a slave to the system. They want to hold these people up on a pedestal, worship them, and be silenced. Like all the things that he was talking about is so true. And it's like, I don't understand. I mean, how does that make you fake and gay? And it's like, all right, cool. If that's who, but it's that whole like throwing shit because you don't have anything intelligent to say that would combat what was just said. It's always you're stupid, you're ugly, you're gay, you're
here's
drug
the
addict.
This, of course. We are comfortable in our own skin. We know who we are.
Oh yeah, they don't.
So nothing that they say about, try to might throw slights at you. You know who you are. It doesn't bother you.
No.
It really shows them up for what they are rather than,
Yes.
shedding light on who you are.
Right.
So I know who I am. I know what I am. I feel comfortable. You say what you want about me. I don't give a crap.
But why? Why say that? What does that do when all of these things that were just being shared are true?
Yeah.
What does it do to prove that man's point where he's saying I was silenced? I was you had to conform. You know what I mean? And this is it's both sides. It's not left or right. Both sides do the same shit. And it's like, where does that get us? Does that get us moving the needle forward at all? Like, do you just want to sit there and be an observer in life? Like, that's what they want is observers, people to just sit there and not really have their opinion, because your opinion is dangerous. I learned that shit as a kid when I was asked my opinion and told it was wrong by my teacher. And I was just like, what? You're asking my opinion? I don't understand. So it's wrong. Okay. Why are we calling it an opinion? Whatever. Right. But it's like, I love seeing that, but it's like, why shame other people because you're unwilling to look at reality for what it is, like, and to look at yourself for what
because
you're doing
inside themselves. They are ashamed.
Sure. Yeah.
They are weak and they are ashamed of their own selves. They are scared of their own shadows.
But that's what, if they project it onto you, right? Then it's like, well, then, you know, I feel sorry that you guys can't see the forest through the trees and that you aren't willing to self-reflect. Again, I love doing it because I want to be better. I don't like, there's things that I do that I'm like, oh, dang, I wish I didn't do that. Like, whatever, you know, like, even just like, say if you're in the car and you're like, that asshole, you know, I try and be like, ooh, okay, Lord bless them. Like, I try, because I don't need to put myself into a place like that. It's like, there's a lot of things everyone could do that would make themselves better. But, you know, they just want to focus on other people and still play the game and like go get more injections and, you know, just go vote again and again and again, thinking that it's going to fix it. And then you'll waste all this time thinking that you could, sitting there being an observer, letting someone direct your ship. And then you're going to complain about it because you're not going to like it, but you're not going to be willing to do anything yourself. It's nice to be able to blame other people because that's easy. It's an easy scapegoat. Instead of going like, what am I doing that's perpetuating this? Like, do I keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result? Yes. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Oh, but that's so horrible to look at yourself. God forbid. Like, that's the thing.
It just reminds me of the axiom, you know, it's like, I don't know if I can change this world. I'm just not going to let it change me.
Right.
You know, but we still try because that's our job.
Well, we can change the world around us.
Well, we can, yeah. I mean,
it's very easy. The world around us is like it is because everybody's been an observer sitting back and letting it happen.
Well, that's it. It's a numbers game. I mean, it takes number. And that's why it goes back to Machiavelli. We're up against the hard truth is that large groups of stupid people are very powerful.
That's it's so true. You know, they're stupid.
So, you know, that's the kind of what we're trapped in. It's like we know that it's basically fruitless, which brings us back to we're really not fighting for this. I mean, we're fighting for this world, but we're fighting for the next level we're going into.
Sure, yeah. You know, well, and for the people, like for our children, like, you know, I don't want children to have to continue to live in this like this. Like, I would want them to know the truth so they don't waste their time. That's the thing. It's like so much time gets wasted because nobody's ready to just take it on. And like, I don't need everyone to do the same thing as me for the world around me to change. By me changing internally, the world around me changes. And that's where it's like, you can see it and it's very clear. And it doesn't mean, it's also your perspective as far as how you want the world to change, right? My vision, my view of it, I see it for what it is. And, you know, I'm able to, like, you can control your, you know, sphere, really. And when you give that up to somebody else, you're just like, you know, blowing with the wind. Whereas if you're in the driver's seat, I mean, things do change. It's just, again, like what their expectations of that change are and that not being met. Like, you kind of have to have no expectations of what that's going to be like. You can, like, so that you're not let down. And much of it, it's like, I am an observer in the way that I need to observe what's going on around, but I don't just sit there and be the observer. Like, I take that information in, I figure out what's going on. You ascertain things and make sure that you're you know, whatever. But it's like, you don't just sit there and go, well, it's just the way it is and I can't do anything about it. Like, I understand how powerful we are as human beings. And I know that I don't fully understand it to the ability that I potentially will one day. I know that, you know, there's so much to our, just like our God-given, the creation that he made us. And if we're in his image and things like that, it's like, you know, we are capable of so much more than we give ourselves credit for. And it's like, I like stepping into that, and I just wish more people could.
I mean, look at this. After Trump comes out with this absolutely inane and stupid talk, right? Oil prices explode. So goodbye short-term pain for long-term gain, right?
Yes.
That's bullshit. After Trump signals that U.S. is moving to a wartime economy.
Right.
Now, one, this was not a declare war, which makes it an impeachable offense for him to even go in this, because now if you went to a wartime economy, it's war, right? We're fighting wars. It's not possible for us to take care of Medicare. So it's, in other words, we're going to go kill people overseas.
Yes.
And kill
then let you die because
here.
you don't have Medicare.
Yeah. So we're going to kill people here so we can kill people over there, right? Yeah. This is the good. Plus, Israel bombs new peace negotiator after Vance meeting. Before Vance meeting. I mean, if you can't see the absolute insanity of what the hell is going on with this administration, I have no hope for you. And you should have no hope for yourself, because I'm telling you, these people are driving us into World War III at warp speed. We're not going to have any time to save this world because it's already over the cliff. And even if we do get through this and on the other side, they set up the entire Palantir system and they've sprayed smart dust all over us. 90% of us got this damn self-replicating nanobots in us. And when they put in the 6 and 7G, we won't even be able to talk like this because they'll just click us out. So, I mean, here we are. This war is, what? It was only supposed to last 4 days. It's been 4 weeks now. Now we're going into a world war, you
just
know,
like COVID,
like a wartime economy. At the same time, the growing season, the fertilizer is not coming in. Literally, there's a good chance up to 1 billion or more people will starve to death because of this stupid war. Because they're not getting the fertilizer. This is what this maniac, this fat ass, stupid maniac is getting us into. And for no reason at all. We had no reason to go into this. We were in peace talks. We could have negotiated a deal. All the fertilizer and oil be flowing through, but this idiot gets up there last night and goes, "We're gonna bomb them to hell. Back to the Stone Age."
And people are like, "Yes, okay, good job." Right.
I'm sorry, folks. This is, you know, I'm sorry. I mean.
Now I feel like you're like me. Like when I go in front of these, I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm sorry, pardon my French, but it is super annoying.
Annoying. It's
frustrating.
Good Lord.
It's like you just want to go like, wake up, slap them across the face, wake up. You know? But, you know, people would rather take the blue pill and pay rent. So that's where we're at.
This is what the guy who said he wasn't going to start any new wars, right? Oil spikes as Trump starts to hit Iran extremely hard over the next 2 to 3 weeks. Like he hasn't hit it. He came out last week, a couple of weeks ago, said, well, there's nothing left to bomb.
Yeah.
We've hit everything.
Send it back to the Stone Ages. Stone Ages, like there was ever a Stone Age.
Well, even if just saying that is barbaric, saying that is inhuman. Because at the beginning of this, he was saying, like, you know, 90% of the Iranian people don't want these extremists in, so they're going to rise up when we start this and overthrow. Well, and then what did we do? On the first wave, we bomb a children's school and killed 180 children.
Little girls, yeah.
Yeah, little girls. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that enamored them to us. I'm sure those people really want to go fighting for us now.
I know.
And then now that we basically said they bombed all the things that they could see that were military. Now we're hitting their infrastructure, their water plants, and their energy plants, which is a blatant crime.
Yeah.
That is a.
We're basically Israel 2.0.
Yeah. And so that's going to affect the civilians there and kill them. I'm sure that's going to make them rise.
But they deserve it, right? Don't they deserve it?
That they got there. Everything is so backwards, inside out, and upside down, and we still got people like, Donald doing the right thing. Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah, go bomb those.
What was wrong with you people?
Do they like that he bombed those little girls? Do they like? Is that something they're proud of?
Well,
they're like, I would like to just give him an award
Trump
for
was
that.
asked about that when he asked the press for it, right? And he says, the Tomahawk missiles, a lot of people buy them. We don't know if it's ours or not.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Shifting blame like any
bullshit.
How do you take it? At least they come out and say, it's very tragic if that happened. Hold people accountable for that did it. We certainly did. No, just looking to shift blame when there's already been independent investigations on it. Said, yes, it was us. We triple tapped that place.
But these people, they're proud. They think that he's doing a good job, right? Yeah. I guess because it's not their child, right? If it was, it'd be different. But because it's not, let those girls die. Here,
13 minutes left till we get back to sanity. It's the sanity of what? You have it what? Of having, someone to come along and show you puppy dog videos, hey, how wonderful life is and how beautiful Trump is and how bombing people back into the Stone Age never did damn thing to us.
They like bombing babies. It's cool. It's good. It's necessary, right? We got to down the population. You can't be having these kids, especially Iranian kids. You know what I mean? Whoa, that's dangerous. It's so sad because
that's what kills us both. Both you, especially, and me, of course. It's the children, man.
Yeah. But nobody cares about it. It's crazy. Like even people who have kids can't even see, and they're just like, yes, those children deserve to die. All for us, right? America is so great. Trump is the best. He should just get a bunch of awards. Should just make a gold statue of him. You know what I mean? And just put them all over the place so that they can worship their Baphomet and their Baal and their Moloch. You know what I mean? It's good.
It just, during this whole second term, it's like he's the evil twin of he wasn't perfect before, but he wasn't.
He was playing a good game. He was playing his part there.
Now it's
he had to drag the people along. Now he's just cutting you off. You know what I mean? But people are still just pussy whipped.
Yeah. Now it's obvious he was a Trojan horse.
Of course. Of course.
Just obvious.
And see how well it works. See, none of these people want to own that they were part of a psyop, that they're still buying into it. That's all right. Eventually, you're going to have to reconcile with that. It would be easier if you did it now as opposed to
you want to talk about the dystopian stuff. I don't know if you caught this about Naomi's husband.
No. Wait.
Yeah. Who? The woman that was in charge of the Homeland Security.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You caught this?
No, I did. Oh, wait. I don't think. Let's see.
This is her husband.
Thinking about
her husband. Right? Check this out.
Uh-oh.
Cross-dressing, big boob fetish of former Department of Homeland Security, Noam's husband revealed. Intelligence agencies claim blackmail risk. Here's this guy.
Look at that. What is that? What are those?
That's
Those are
fake
weird
boobs.
boobs. Like,
Yeah, it's fake boobs.
yeah, but it's like what the one. Those are
Yeah,
it's a
well,
weird shape, but
no kidding. Well,
what a weirdo. She's like, oh yeah, no, he puts on my underwear. It's fine. I tell him he can only use certain ones. He stretches them out a little bit.
These are the people that Donald Trump put in place.
Oh, but this is normal. We can't look at that and go, you can't, these people can't be trusted. Everything done in the dark will be brought to the light. God, to Jesus.
Chatting with models.
We have been told that, and it is such a great time to be seeing all this darkness come to the light, and people still just be like, no, what's wrong with him doing that? He should be able to be himself. You know what I mean?
I mean, you would almost expect this with the Democratic Party that they'll probably come out and, in support of him. But
That is just,
yeah,
what a weirdo.
yeah. And this guy would get in chat rooms and,
Oh my gosh. And they're like, what the fudge?
yeah. These people are insane. Don't you people get it? The people that we have in charge of our country are fucking sane. I mean, do you see that? Or do you not see it?
They can't. They don't want to. They're just, they don't. They're resistant to it. They're just like, it makes them visceral. Oh my gosh, they're going to throw shit. You're stupid.
I mean, this is just, hello.
Oh my gosh, how funny.
These are
Like,
the
this is
people
what a
at the
clown
pinnacle.
show it is. This is the people that are deciding things for you guys.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Sound mind, just like.
But that's all right now, because in a few minutes, sanity's going to come back and
Right.
talk, right?
I know.
Yeah. Us showing the insanity, though, that's insane in itself.
Right.
You don't want to look at that.
Get the truth out of here.
I don't even know why these, it's even why would I stay here? If you don't like this
It's
program,
exactly
get the hell
gluttons
out
for
of here.
punishment. I know.
Go watch something else that makes you feel good.
They're like a deer in headlights. They can't move. You know what I mean? They're like, oh my gosh, that car's about to hit me. I'm
It
just
could
going to
be
sit
anything.
here.
I mean, they also have agents in every one of these damn, whether be the AI bots or anything else,
For sure.
They
But
still
also
have-
the transhuman
they have
movement.
people here that are disruptors, so they can get us talking about them or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Because they're.
part of it, too. They get their
Oh my gosh,
rocks
they
off.
mentioned me. They said when I said.
I'm important. Yay. Yeah, I don't know, Darlin. I'm at such a crossroads here right now. My thing is my age. It's my age that's getting me. I'm going to how much longer I got. So, but then at the point of it, what the hell? I'm going to go out like the guy at the end of Dr. Strangelove riding the H-bomb down to the, and just get, just go with it, man.
Well, did you hear about Hitler being back, or that he came out? I need to find, someone had mentioned that to me and I needed to go look into it, but I don't remember where, somewhere in Europe or something, perhaps.
Well, I wouldn't, yeah.
And he's like 100 and something years old.
Yeah.
I'm all, we'll see what that entails,
that's
but
bullshit.
who knows?
Allegedly, he did die in I think it was Brazil, wherever the hell they went to, So,
supposedly, but it's like, who knows?
yeah. Yeah, but
Maybe it's just his clown.
it goes back to the mad scientists that we talk about, where they are cloning and they are.
Oh yeah.
These things. I got pretty deep into it the other day about where these, where the technocrats and the people that are into. It's Dr. Moreau's Island all over.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Right. And how they're playing God because, they got to be God.
Yes, he's a counterfeit creator.
Counterfeit God. So they got to destroy this beautiful world to put in their own world.
Dystopian, yeah.
Yeah. And that's where we're at. I mean,
Like,
we're
could you
at that
imagine
point.
like loving thing being destroyed as opposed to being really great? Like, it's
Yeah.
so weird. I love things to be just.
And we have people that are falling in love with their AI.
Oh yes. Well, they talk to it like it's their best friend,
Yeah.
like it's like their companion,
Yeah, I'd even think some of them got married to their AI.
right?
You know, that kind of shit, you know.
That's interesting. I would be. They're like, "Are you cheating on me with somebody else? You're talking to other people." We're gonna have to get a divorce.
Well, it's an open.
Wonder how that would
marriage.
work.
It's an open.
Oh, it is. Oh, right. Yeah, polygamy.
open,
Right.
You know, they're liberal that way.
Polyamorous or whatever.
That's what
Right.
It's,
You know, because that's normal.
we do know that this can't go on the way it is. There's going to be a break. And
Yeah.
a lot of people are going to go insane, and a lot of people are going to die. It's just a fact. I mean, I don't know how we stop that now, you know, because just the fact that the lack of food and energies are going to happen.
Well, people need to be preparing.
Yeah.
You know, not be like.
But how many of us do? I mean, you know,
Not a lot.
again, I always bring up back in the Great Depression with half the population we have now, when like 85 to 90% of the population was agrarian, knew how to grow food.
Right.
Still during that time, 7 million people starved to death in this country from starvation-related diseases. 7 million. Today, we've got a lot more people. 90% of them couldn't grow weeds with instructions.
Right.
So when the food goes out this time, we're going to be looking at road warrior conditions and survival of I mean, I was here for Katrina. When your children are going hungry, you go out and do some very strange
Oh,
things.
yeah, for sure. Right.
And even here in the Point, if you got here on the Point, and if you got past the barricades and you didn't belong here, they would find you in the river 2 weeks later, because they were just shooting people and dragging and throwing them in the river. So that stuff went on here. It wasn't 2,500 people that died during Katrina. It was like 25,000.
Wow. Because of that?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I had a friend of mine that worked at the charity hospital. She was one of the administrators, had a nervous breakdown because of all the drowning victims that were coming in with bullet holes in their head.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they were
Right.
they were sniping people from the buildings and whatnot, shooting them. Well, on that happy note,
I know. They get their time back they get to go back to Loveland. You know what I mean?
you can all go back
But how
to
can
your
you not
puppy
with
videos
Baby
now
Rock?
and all the fun things. Of course, Baby Rock, her spirit always brings us up no matter what. She could talk about doomsday and still make us smile.
Right.
Yeah.
You're muted.
I was muted. I lived through the Vietnam conflict. I can do anything.
Right.
I know what that's all about. No stranger to that here.
Yeah. Well,
On that note, I'm agreeing with a lot of everything that you shared. I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
easy
excited to have you
going.
back.
Thank you.
Yeah, those old Vietnam days, I was out there in San Francisco doing the, protests against the Vietnam War at that time.
I learned to be a hippie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was a big time. I was hanging
I know
out.
you were.
I was hanging out with the Good Earth people.
I know you were with the big names there.
I know. Lawrence Ferlinghetti, Gordon, Allen Ginsberg. My second day in the city, I met.
Yeah. And I get and I understand and I grasp everything you're talking about. I was, a young 10-year-old girl with no high school and above age men in our town, unless they were my father's age. I know exactly. And We didn't get to hear about the babies dying till after they bombed villages, you know.
Yeah,
and you can
yeah.
see it on my face. It still hurts. It's embedded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm living, and I'm not looking back because times are changing. These are epic times. And in epic times, we need to be grounded in what we truly live by and do it. Just do it and keep doing everything you do that you know to do. And that's all we can ask of each other and still be comparable to one another. You know, we're community. That's what community does. We don't all agree.
That's why I love
Right?
the both
Okay.
of you. I love the both of you.
That's why what? What'd you say?
Why I love the both of you. You both speak just plain perfect, makes sense, and make
Yes.
it, it's just the way it is indeed. God bless you.
Well, yeah.
God bless
Love
you.
guys.
Thank you. Love you. See you next
Have a
week.
blessed show.
Yes, we've got so much housekeeping to do today here on Bubble Up. Welcome to Bubble Up True Thursday. Welcome, chat. I have arrived. I am Baby Rock, your host, and there's some changes going on. I know that you all, I don't know, I wasn't here for Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, but there are some changes going on with host changes. And Pug, I believe, I have yet to talk with him, will be returning to us as soon as possible. And then I'm going to be his background, like a background singer. Yeah. I'll be with you Monday through Friday at that time. And then, of course, early Saturday morning at Reset with Sky Breeze. So Pug Show is going to go on the first part of the week, and then I'll take the second half. And when Pug isn't feeling up to it or needs to go to an appointment, then it'll be Bubble Up My Pick Monday. How about that? We'll work it out. And thank you, Don Finchy, for doing double chore work. But, with Don and I both, it's always a joy and an excitement and just feeling like we belong, even when Rottweiler's in the house. I love you, Roddy. So there you go. There's that part of housekeeping here on Bubble Up True Thursday. Oh, let's see. Oh, I got my shoulder showing. There you go. A little bit shoulder. This is really nice and warm. I can't decide if I'm chilly or if I'm warm. I got the heater going on behind me. All is good. So let's go ahead and play the intro. And today is not only True Thursday, today is Moundy Thursday, according to Holy Week. And I've got some things to go over with you with that. I've got some things to go over with you. This April also is the month of the shot heard around the world. I've got some good little documentaries. We'll see how time goes. All right, let's get to it. Oh, it's
Baby rock, my sweet little star. You've won my heart. Ooh, baby rock.
okay. Now, what is this in chat about saving children? Dawn of a New Day 777 says 4 minutes to save the girls. Are they planning to bomb them out of existence? Somebody give me some info, please. I know nothing of this, and I'm more than willing to admit it. Roddy is really involved in this one. I love the verses you're sharing, Rottweiler. Okay, I'm waiting for anything from chat to fill me in on this, guys. Protect the children from abuse. Yes, okay. It just takes less. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Thank you, sweetheart, for informing me. I didn't know what was going on. I thought I missed something on the news. Dawn of a New Day 777 completes her chat message with, just takes less than 5 minutes to walk through it if you have a Facebook or even Twitter. I don't do Facebook and I don't do Twitter as regularly. Trump's talking about bombing Iran back to the Stone Age. Yes. And that is what you're telling me about these children. Thank you, Don, for sending me a link, and I'm clicking on it right now as we speak. What is this? No, I don't know what that is. Okay. Not getting anything out of that yet. Come on, go back. Oh, so Badass Uncle Sam is telling me that in chat that President Trump is basically going to bomb Iran to smithereens, killing children in the process. Is that what we're talking about? No, I don't care to talk to someone that I don't know. My life right now is full of people that I am working with, and I don't need anyone new in my life right now. Thank you. Islamic regime in Iran is despicable. The people are wonderful. Please don't destroy all their infrastructure. I don't believe that Trump has that in mind. So many things are being said about his speech yesterday. President Trump would not do that. So just, that's, if it happens, I will be, I will admit that I am wrong, and it will hurt my heart tremendously. But no, haven't they proven to you in this past month that they can pinpoint right down to one person standing on a corner? Come on. Realism here, people, in my opinion. And I have the proof. They've been showing it for weeks. The people that are part of the people that they're stopping on the road and going to kill people out of their cars are being bombed by drones individually on the street. The bad guys. Okay? I think we're good. All right, now I'm going to continue my opener because that's my soapbox for today. But if things change, I'm willing to change my heart and mind with great grief, I must say, if I am wrong.
Ooh, baby, rock, shining so bright right from the start. Baby rock, sweet like honey, her voice so fine. Got a smile that's glowing all the time. She's a fighter, strong as can be. Bubble up's the show we all wanna see. Baby rock, ooh, baby rock, sweeter than a flower in bloom. Baby rock, picking up joy in every room. Need her kindness every day. Love her in every way. She's picking daisies, sharing her lore, whipping up treats we all adore. With a wink and a grin, she's never down. Ooh, spreading joy and truth all over town. Baby rock, ooh, baby rock, sweeter than a flower in bloom. baby rock, picking up joy in every room. Want a spirit by my side, love a fighter's pride. Oh, she's bubbly, she's bright, bubble up's her stage, her light, kindness flowing like a gentle stream. Baby rock, a patriot, swap box dream. Baby rock, oh baby rock, oh baby rock, sweeter than a flower in bloom. Baby rock, making up joy in every room. Need her sunshine every day, love her in every way. Ooh, baby rock, don't ever go, keep on sharing what you know. Ooh, baby rock, the soapbox delight, you're our fighter, our star so bright.
Ooh, yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. No, I don't want to start you again. Oh, okay, guys. Now I got to take a little breath. Yeah, dawned a new day. I think we cleared that up with each other pretty good, didn't we, sis? I appreciate you for bringing that to the forefront. Absolutely. All right, we're going to YouTube. And I am going. Oh, I need to go to Discord. I wonder if my Discord will open up. What I want to do is I want to read to you all what happened. There it is. What happened on this Thursday with Jesus. Today is actually the day of the Last Supper, my lovelies. And am I going to be able to turn this down? Oh, I got to go to where I put it first, and then I can click on it. I think so. Here we go. Bidding. And we can read this together. And then I got a little bit of music for you that celebrates. It's my little thank you to Jesus today, guys, in a musical song that happens to be Lady RWB's favorite psalm. And I know she's looking at us from heaven, and she's going to love hearing it. She's my girl still to this day. So we remember her as well. Day by day guide. Okay, we're going to go down to Thursday. Okay, come on. No, I don't want you. Please go away. This looks a little different.